One. Hey everyone, and welcome to the Sixth Man where women's basketball lives. I am Francesca, and I am a South Carolina fan. I'm also a Las Vegas Aces fan, and I first fell in love with basketball when I was sitting in the stands for the Charlotte Stings games with my mom and my dad, watching Dawn Staley be the point guard number one.
Yeah.
I have with me my girls, and we're going to introduce everyone now. Perk, you're next.
What's up? This is Perk. I'm Perk. And my top teams, WNBA, none other than the Aces, let's be for real, and South Carolina Gamecocks, okay? How and the ever, I love a lot of teams, okay? When I what when did I fall in love with basketball? I fell in love with basketball because of my brother Mike. Watching him play basketball. I'm the little sister. I'm the baby of five, and so watching him, then my sister, and I was tall. They just initially thought I was going to play anyway. But my favorite, what made me really fall in love with basketball as women was Charlotte. Was Charlotte Stink? Wait a minute, what's her last name? Smith. Lord Jesus, Charlotte Smith from the Tar Heels. Watching her play, being able to identify with her as a black woman and being very tall. So that is when I fell in love with basketball. Let's get over to my girl, Mo.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Mo. I fell in love with basketball and I haven't looked back since. I started playing and watching the game when I was about 7, following behind my uncle. We were a couple of years apart. So I just wanted to be everywhere he was as like his first niece. I was just so spoiled. But between him and my granddad watching the Knicks in the 90s, Mo Cheeks and Mark Jackson being the smaller point guards, because I played that either the one or the two. My favorite teams in the W is the Aces. And for college basketball, of course, it's South Carolina. That's where my roots are at, down in South Carolina. I know y'all might hear the New York accent. It's there, I'm a Brooklyn girl, but my roots are down in South Carolina, and so that those are my favorite teams. So I'm gonna pass it over to my girl Jamila.
Hello, I'm Jamelia, and I was a sports fan since I was a baby. My granddaddy put me in front of that TV when I was young, but for me, it was when I was in elementary school, and my gym teacher had a Maya Moore poster up in the gym, and I
Mm.
was like, "Who this is? I need to
Mhm,
know."
mhm.
And I've been a Husky fan ever since. I'm the lone Husky fan on here, so I'm gonna be fighting for my life all season. But we tapped in with everybody. And as far as the W, I'm a Lynx fan due to my loyalty to Maya Moore, but we love women's hoops overall. I'm gonna pass it off to my girl Vintage.
Hello. I hope everybody can see me. You
Yeah.
guys, I'm having some technical difficulties over here, but I'm here. I'm vintage. Okay, so when I fell in love with basketball was way back in the day when Dr. J was playing. Yeah, I'm telling my age. But I used to watch Dr. J with my father, and it was just something about, he was a smooth player. He was just a great attitude, like just a great player, right? So then also it's Magic, and it was Larry Bird at the time. Well, that's the men's side. Well, fast forward, I played basketball since middle school, and I it rolled over to college as well for me, Division One. But then, as far as women basketball, for me back in the day, it was Kim Mulkey first from '80 to '84. I used to watch her at Louisiana Tech,
Mhm.
and of course Don Staley from her time. I want to say was '88 to '92. She played. So yeah, those were my days where I fell in love with basketball. I mean, it's just I live and breathe it. And my favorite teams, of course, I'm a University of South Carolina Gamecock fan. Period. AKA Don Staley, of course. And then Atlanta Dream is my WNBA team.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Mhm.
that's me.
Hmm. Well, this is really exciting because this is our first episode of many, and we are going to start our first episode rounding out the WNBA season 2025.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm still here. Give me a second.
Who, what notables did you take from the 2025 WNBA season?
Notables. The winner. The winner. The
You
winner
knew
is
that was coming.
them Las Vegas Aces, baby.
Yes, the dynasty, as they like to
Please
call
come with
it.
it.
Dynasty.
Come with
That,
it.
Yes, the
I
sweep.
like that.
They brought the
The
Swiffer.
broom. Oh, you lucky. I should have bought a broom.
Well, say yeah. I feel like I need my little
I should have
Swiffer.
brought a broom as a prop for the day. Just to
Yes,
remind y'all what had happened was.
not only did the Aces make a sweep, 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 but Asia Wilson made a sweep, sweep, sweep.
She did
And
what
did.
now?
And did.
Clock that T. Clock
She
that.
was not
Yeah.
only the MVP times four, but she was the finals MVP times
Mhm.
two.
Come on.
Yeah.
She was also a three-time
Come on.
world champion,
Come
Hmm.
on.
also a four-time defensive player of the year. Three-time, three-time.
Oh
It's okay.
God.
We're manifesting. We're manifesting for you, Asia,
There you
next
go. There
season.
you go.
That's
You
true.
got it. You got it.
True.
That
But
resume long.
that
And
resume
Okay.
is,
Ain't
and we're
it?
not even talking about USA basketball.
Oh,
she dropped her what? And she dropped her shoe.
And
And
she
Signature
dropped
she
her
shoe.
dropped them
shoe.
A1s this season.
And
Signature
she dropped.
shoe.
Come
wait. What's
Come
on.
on.
happening right now, though, y'all? But what else is happening right now?
She's also being inducted into the South Carolina Hall of Fame.
You don't
Today.
say.
Mm,
Yes, the same year that they
That's
retired
true.
her jersey.
Mm,
crazy.
That's true. I
What a
mean,
Wait,
the
wild
wait,
there's
list
a
wait,
year.
lot
goes
wait.
going
on
on
and on
there.
Wait,
and
wait, wait,
on.
wait, wait, wait. And she hit the game winning shot with how much time left?
2.2.
God almighty. I
Like
mean,
a
That's
line.
crazy when you think about it. That's
it
wild.
was like magical. It was like a movie in the making. It was
It
Yeah.
was
like,
it was when the stars aligned. And when I talk about Asia Wilson now, I don't even call her a star. I call her a constellation.
ooh,
Yeah.
come
Mm,
on.
Oh,
that's it.
okay, bars.
Come
Uh,
on.
Okay.
Big bars.
Yes,
No,
and
I
for
mean it was perfect alignment. I'm telling you, that poster is definitely iconic. I mean, there's so many to choose from, but that one was
man,
that sealed the deal right there.
Yeah.
man, it was. And I know the Asia and the Aces had an amazing redemption season, but there were a lot of other things that happened this season that had us on the edge of our seats or just really cheering hard. We had one of the best rookie of the years. I think I've looked forward to her being in the W more than I think a lot of people, just because
Mm-hmm.
I've been following Paige Beckers since Hopkins. So
Mm-hmm.
to see her just continue to make
Yeah.
her staple on women's basketball, I just applaud her so
Yeah.
much. She's one of
Shout
my
out to my
favorites.
Husky and her
Yeah.
44-point game. Got me some free DoorDash. Love that.
Had to say it.
Did that.
Yes,
Yeah,
she
no, I'm
did.
for real because she definitely, and then just her play being able to. A lot of people aren't able to transition from the W. I
Right.
mean, from college into the W as seamless.
Right.
So the ones that do make that transition and we can actually see it, they're definitely highlighted. And she
Mhm.
played amazing this year, especially with the team she was drafted
I
to,
was about
right?
to say, yeah,
And
yeah,
the issues that they had for her to be able to come out and accept the pressure that came with that. She literally rolled like she been there a couple of years. I know she gonna get a
right.
little stronger next year if there is a next year. But
Oh,
we with the CBA and everything. But yeah, she definitely transitioned seamlessly in my opinion.
She
Great first
did.
year
She
Shout
did.
out
for
to
her to
all the
Definitely.
be the
rookies,
rookie.
though.
Hmm. Yeah.
Paige,
And I'll say
Sanaya,
this in
Zaza,
regard.
all of them.
Yeah,
Shout out to
I
all
was
of
Mhm.
gonna say
them.
in regards to the rookies, we know Paige did her big one, but a surprise for me was Sonia Citron.
Yeah,
Sonia did her big one, and I
yes.
think for me personally, being that I followed Notre Dame really hard last year as well, she did her thing, but she wasn't like the. She came in and dominated. Like
Mhm.
right.
I believe that at the beginning of the season, the talk really was Sonia Citron because she
Mhm.
was balling, and she balled
Mhm.
Yeah,
throughout the entire year. But Paige, of course, did her the dizzle.
yeah.
But Sonia Citron and Kiki Area Finn,
Mhm.
gotta give Kiki her props too. They
Hmm.
came in, they transitioned so well.
They
and took
did.
the W and
I would
dominated
like to
us.
make note of Sanaya Rivers.
Yes.
Mm,
Mhm.
Um, is true to my heart because I as well. I know how she feels. Her losing her mom in the way that she did, and
mm.
just going on and still persevering.
Yeah,
Hmm.
That's a big
yeah,
deal.
And I
She had
think
a wonderful come out season, and she's only going to get
yeah,
better. So I'm excited for her too.
And I think
yeah.
that has to do with the franchise that she was sent to. I
Mhm.
think that yes, they did end up at the lower part of the standings in the WNBA, but at the end of the season, they were coming on strong. They were
They
starting to
were.
really click. Marina Mayberry was a nice add to the team.
Excuse
Tina
me.
Charles vetted them like no other, which was really great for them.
Yeah.
So, and they had that great international player, was it Layla Khan?
Lacan. Hmm.
Lacan.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
So,
fire.
Yeah. But you
so
got to give Anissa Morrow her props
Oh,
too.
girl,
man, I
you
forgot
Anissa
about
you
Morrow
beat me
Anissa.
too.
to
Another
it.
rookie.
You beat
Anissa
me
Morrow
to
Yes.
it.
too.
And if she didn't start a little injured,
Yep.
she would
Hmm.
have had more double doubles
Yep.
the
Yeah.
same way
On
she
her.
took over the college rankings.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I definitely
Absolutely.
believe that.
Yeah.
And she has great veteran there for her to learn from.
Yeah.
And you could see as the season was progressing that she was picking up on a lot of the things that either Tina Charles actually does in the
Hmm.
game or the things
Hmm.
that she's been telling her. You could see that she was absorbing that and was getting more comfortable. I would
Hmm.
say
Yeah.
that because
Yeah.
she did go through a couple of injuries throughout the year, to include the start of the year, but you could tell that she got really
She
comfortable,
did.
and all of that play that we saw with her and Angel Reese at LSU, it
Hmm.
Yeah.
was starting to come alive, and
Yeah.
Hmm.
and she was rolling with that there too. So I think she had an amazing rookie season as well.
And I
And oh, mhm,
that's why I think we put so much importance on veteran leadership in the
mhm,
league. And I was looking at Sue Bird's podcast with Megan Rapinoe, and they had Jackie Young on, like maybe right the day before the parade, and I realized that Jackie Young was Asia Wilson's rookie.
Yeah.
So
it's
we,
crazy to say, right?
yes, yes. And like Becky Hammond was Kayla McBucket's rookie.
Yeah.
Mhm,
So
Yeah.
and Kayla McBuckets was De'Erica Hamby's, and then De'Erica Hamby's was Kelsey Plum's. But
mhm,
when we talk about like having a good vet, even
mhm.
though Jackie Young was the number one pick in her draft, it still took her about 6 years, 5, 6 years to really get her footing. So we really have to give these um, rookie and sophomore players a little bit of grace with our
Yes.
expectations of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah,
That's
I
true.
believe so. But we can give them grace, but we
Hmm.
also have to be honest, especially
Hmm.
when we notice a pattern from us
Yeah.
watching them in college.
Yeah.
Whether
Mm.
and I say in these, it's in the areas where they need to improve, right? If
Right.
I notice certain things, gosh, it's always, we always want to take a little moment when we about to bring a certain person up, but
Ah,
okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Don't care because we're about the game, right?
right.
So when we
We're about
notice
the
certain
game.
things, even in Caitlin Clark's play, uh, the fact that she was not a defensive stopper or
Yeah.
didn't have that defensive edge on her, we noticed that in college that there would be a lot of dead ball possessions where she was then subbed out for someone else,
Mhm.
placed on that,
Yeah.
and that's because she lacked in that area. I didn't see that
Mhm.
growth with her in the first year, or even at the start of this year before her injury. But those are things that we kind of highlight and we talk about because we see it being a pattern, and
Hmm.
if certain things like that are patterns, um, where they can be detrimental to your team,
Hmm.
then it's something that we do have to highlight. And it doesn't mean that,
Hmm.
we're being a hater or whatever like that. Like, we
Right.
love the
Hmm.
game. We give everybody their kudos.
Right.
But there is a legacy that's there. And if you haven't shown yourself to come anywhere close to some of those players that started that foundation, then we gotta keep your name out of certain things. That's just my
Well,
opinion.
that's why we really take history pretty seriously on this pod and on the lives that we do, because
Mhm,
we do remember who built this game.
mhm,
Okay.
Yeah.
mhm,
So, and we like to bring those names up and shine a light on them, because that's who we're comparing. That's who we should be comparing these women to, not
Right.
mhm,
to. So I'm excited that we're a group that likes the notations, the facts, and the history.
yep,
Yep.
So when you have a really great rookie class like the class that we had this year, and like the class that we had last year with
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and Camilla
mhm,
Cardoso and Cam Brink and Rakia
mhm,
Jackson,
Yes.
like, we think about how great their college careers were. So we think about this rookie class's great
mhm,
college careers.
Mm-hmm.
mhm,
Now it makes us even more excited about the 2025-2026 college season
Yes.
mhm.
coming
It's
Yes,
up.
we
upon
are
us.
ready.
It so
It is here.
it is finally here. I've been waiting for a while. I mean, actually, when the season ended,
Mhm.
as our good friend Perky knows, the portal was
Baby,
turning
the portal was on fire.
on
Okay.
fire.
The portal was percolating.
Okay.
Y'all,
Time for the percolator.
listen. If you, okay, so we all met each other on TikTok. So let's go ahead and tell everyone that. So where we all
Mhm.
came
Mhm,
together was TikTok. And last season, at the end of the season, I started this series called As the Portal Turns.
Mhm.
Okay.
mhm,
It gave me utter complete life. Did I know it was going to turn into what it turned into? Absolutely
mhm.
not. But
Right.
was it fire? Absolutely. Okay.
Absolutely.
So just a couple names. Like last night, my girls already know I kind of went through some of my videos
Mhm.
from last year and got excited about this upcoming season. Some people we have to keep our eye on. Some I forgot about. I forgot that they even transferred all the
Right.
names.
Mm-hmm.
Some to note, we all know the number one. I'm gonna say everybody was looking for was our girl Malaysia Fuwali. Okay,
Mm.
I crashed out. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it a buck. Crashed completely out. Okay,
Mhm.
I thought it was a rumor. I did not want to believe it. I was not here for it. However, it's done. It's okay, right? It's okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. You know,
We're
but
okay. We're okay.
we're
We'll
okay.
we'll we'll be okay.
We'll be okay. So for Wiley, she left South
Mhm.
Carolina Gamecocks, and she went over to the op. Okay, I gotta call them the op.
You
All
gotta
over
call
That's
a
them.
spade a
exactly
spade.
what they are.
She
Yes.
went over there to the op. Okay, she went over there to LSU, and we're gonna see how it plans out for her. Okay, but
Mhm.
then you have Olivia Miles who left Notre Dame and went over to TCU. Okay, I
Mhm.
am excited to see how that is going to transpire. Oh, but hold on. But we got who? Who do we get, y'all?
We got the number
Sanaya
one scorer of the last season,
Latson.
And what's her name?
Tanaya Latson.
Yes,
Big
we did.
Yes.
Tanaya,
We got
Miss
like so who they y'all
Tanaya.
know they got doggone Raven Go Get 'em Johnson. You hear
Raven
me?
Johnson.
Okay.
That we don't play
Yep.
about Raven.
We do
Okay,
not play about
Raven
Raven.
said, "I'ma get her." What she do? She went and got her.
She
Got
went and got
her.
her.
And
She
Raven
did.
Johnson, we trust. Okay,
We do.
we trust. A couple other names. Let me throw out that were notable to me
Mhm.
was Cody, who came from Ohio State and went over to Ole Miss. Now we
I
all
like
Okay.
that
know
for
Shout
if
out
her.
you've
Coach
been
Yo.
following Ole Miss, Coach
Mhm.
Yo went and got a bunch of
Yeah,
them.
she
A
got
bunch.
busy. She got
Like
busy.
at one point, it was like Coach Yo must have had her notifications on. Like, oh, let me
Right.
go
Okay.
get them.
Coach
As soon as
Go
Coach
get
they
another one.
entered, okay?
You hear
Coach
me?
Mhm.
Coach
Like,
said I like him and I love him. I like
Okay.
him and I want him.
bring
Period.
them on.
Right.
We got time. Bring them on.
We got time
Um,
and space.
Another one we got was
Literally.
y'all know. Oh, Janiyah Barker. We talked about her. This is like her third school though. Janiyah, I'm gonna need you to sit down, okay,
Yeah.
girl? Sit.
It's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be interesting to see because she was first at Texas A&M, then she went to UCLA, and now she's at Tennessee. So it's gonna be interesting to see how she kind of meshes there. You know
Hmm.
who else I didn't think? I didn't think about Samaya Smith, y'all. She came from
Yes,
LSU. She's gone over to Virginia. We haven't talked about Virginia. I
we
kind of forgot
haven't.
about that.
Mm.
Right?
Yes,
So you have her. Another name that I forgot, the Miracle Shepherd. Do y'all remember Miracle Shepherd from LSU?
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
So I just kind of looked it up this today, and I was like, where did she go? I didn't realize this is her third team too. This is her third team
Mm,
as well.
wow.
So she went from she's at Cali now. That's where she transferred to. I
Hmm.
think she started at Mississippi, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah, she started Mississippi State, then she went to
Hmm.
LSU, and now she's at Cali. Okay. Another name that I ain't gonna say that, it really put me out there because y'all know I'm a clown. Aaliyah De La Rosa, that was with LSU, who was
Yeah.
who,
Child.
who
Oh,
didn't
Del
give up.
Rosario. Okay.
Del
Yeah,
Rosario.
Del
Well,
Rosario. Yes.
look, I don't even know a name like that. You know why? Because she gave us a
Big
name.
Mama.
She was on the
I don't
end of
know.
the bench,
Well,
unfortunately.
she better improve in something because
Cause
but
she
she
over
gonna be
there at
right back on
Vandy
that
now.
bench.
You over
On
there at
that bench.
Vanderbilt now. Now, baby, I'm gonna need for you to do show us something. Show us something. Cause baby, we
Yeah.
got
Hopefully
nothing.
she
Now
can.
But
I'm gonna be optimistic because everybody it depends on the atmosphere that you're in
Yeah,
and the
exactly.
schematics that team
And
is
your
playing. I want to
coaching.
be optimistic, but I
yeah,
just didn't feel or see that fire in her even with even in LSU. Like I get it, it's things that the coach may want you to do, but when you
right.
get on that court, you have a feel for the game, and I
Yeah,
just didn't see the coordination with her. I
at
get
all.
the sets, but I'm talking about the actual skill
Yeah,
set.
Skill
I just
set,
didn't
yeah.
see it.
yeah. So hopefully we'll see some improvement this year. You know who else I forgot about? Last year, Poa. She
I
left
was about to
LSU.
ask about
Yes, she
her.
did
Where she went
leave.
to North Carolina State?
She went
Where'd
to
she go?
Arizona State.
Arizona State. Okay.
And it was weird to me because, like, the season before, Last Tempoa was a name that kept coming up. Like,
Yeah.
Hmm. It was.
I mean, she really what impacted that team very, very well.
Hmm.
Last season, though, I feel like she wasn't used as much. Remember, she would always put her body on the line. She would, like, remember, she got hurt the season
She
prior,
Yeah.
did.
and she would always take those charges. She had got hurt really bad, but she was a big impact. I was really surprised that she was not utilized as much last season as she was utilized the season before. And I wonder if that was the reason why she got hey, whoever that is,
Well,
that's your
hello,
friend
Greer.
from
Yes,
TikTok.
Greer. This is us.
But
It's
yeah, but I was
us.
surprised that she wasn't utilized as much. I'm trying to think of who else. Like, London Jones. London Jones left UCLA. She's gone over to
To
USC. I don't think she's gonna
USC.
fit there. You
The
know,
other
The
Right.
other
and then you
USC.
the
Yes.
have
That's very interesting. And what?
McMiller.
That's what I was about to say. Now you. Yep. Go ahead.
McMiller, who left. Yeah, I went with it. Who left Rutgers? Remember, she was a dog walker,
girl, I'm
right?
about to
Oh
say
man.
Remember?
Okay.
Listen, she was gonna get her. Remember, she got suspended
Oh
that game, and
wow.
they
she
didn't let
sure
her play
did.
against USC, and they
Hmm.
needed her against USC, and USC dog walked them,
Dog walked them.
and we still
Hmm.
don't know what all that was about. And we know she
We do
clearly,
Uh
Uh-huh.
whatever.
Well,
But
thanks
she,
for
but she
coming
went to
by,
Penn
Greer.
State, and the math didn't math to me. Penn State.
Perfect.
Mm.
Yeah, I didn't understand that either. But you know what though? It does make a little bit of sense when you think about necessity and not just um you think about what happened with her at Rutgers, and then you
Mm.
think do coaches think she's maybe a problem? Do people
Hmm.
think like she may have a little stain on her record, like with personality wise,
Right.
gelling with the team
Hmm.
wise? So a lot of people probably weren't willing to take a chance on her. But I
Yeah.
mean, I'm sure it's going to pay off for Penn State.
Hmm.
Um, but
So Penn State is what we're gonna have to look out for this
we
year, y'all, because
are
we haven't had them on our radar or anything like
no.
that. But just
And
thinking about
correct
the
me if
teams
I'm
that a
wrong.
lot of these ladies went to, we're gonna have to put them on our radar because I'm interested to follow her and see
Yeah.
how she impacts. But
Is
yeah,
Exactly.
Penn State? Is Penn State ACC or are they Big Ten?
they may be
The
Big Ten because they're definitely not ACC. I
I
don't
can't.
think they're ACC, but
the
I'll
Okay, they
look.
Big Ten. They Big
Big
Ten.
Ten.
I think they
That's
Big
what
Ten.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. I was like, wait a minute, I know they in, but
But
yeah, Big Ten don't. But that's the thing, and and you know what? You know, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait because I'm gonna say it now. I'm gonna
Say it
say it
now.
now
Say it now.
because there's a lot of things that people talk about a certain person, but when I look at the conference that they played in, there wasn't
Mm-hmm.
much competition, and we
Right.
got to be honest
Right.
about that.
Yeah, that
Right.
makes
If
a
you were down
difference.
in the SEC, that's a different. That's a whole different
Come
beast.
on.
You
That's
know
a
what I'm saying? The
juggernaut.
comp that literally is the juggernaut. That
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a
is
fact.
NCAA women's basketball right now. That
Exactly.
SEC. If it ain't about the SEC and maybe the one or two teams that's other, we know like the
Right.
UConns. You know, we got an
Right.
Right.
NC
Right.
State, a Duke, or something like that. But the Big Ten really has not had great competition in there. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They teams
Yeah.
do not fare well compared to the other other
Nope.
conferences
Yeah.
or
It
even
doesn't.
compared to a SEC. So you think about these records and stuff like that that people make or the the level of competition that they have to
Yeah.
play in and week out is not the same. And we
Yeah.
saw what happens when certain people come across those SEC teams. You know what I'm
Yeah.
That's
saying?
what I was
Those
gonna say.
big
Yep.
teams. All that you may get some off, but that level that you've been playing at,
Yeah.
it don't
It's
rock
not
down
no
there with the
more.
SEC.
Which is
It
why
don't hit.
it would have been better for us to see them play against USC, right? That's why
Hmm.
I really hate that all happened
Hmm.
that game. Like out of
Hmm.
Yeah.
all games, suspend her the next game. Don't suspend
Yeah.
her this one. You know
Right.
what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
But y'all, honestly, this segment can go forever. But those are just a couple names that I'll throw out because I literally have like
Perfect.
24 names and
Hmm.
we ain't got time for that
And we ain't
today.
even got
Totally get
time
it.
for it.
But
Well,
we
we
will
gonna
come
Okay.
back.
One I do want to throw in there because
Mhm.
this is a little bit of South Carolina love, but
Mhm.
Medina. We have to talk about Medina from Mississippi
Oh
State.
God, how
Mm.
do I not do that?
Which
Cause
is
she is just
crazy.
turned
Yeah.
up. She is
Six six.
That's what I want to know. Like, how did that conversation go to get? We see what Coach Yo doing right now, but
Yeah.
is it because she lost Medina? Is it like what? Like, what's the
Woo.
conversation that's had
what's
there?
tea,
What
What
is
right?
is
tea? You know
tea?
what I'm saying?
What?
Because we said that about with my Malaysia over there. To like, I didn't see Coach Yo utilizing her wrong there, and
Right.
but I also see again as a player. Now you sit back and you weigh your options and you think about it. Yes, this Mississippi, Ole Miss. Oh, well, who am I talking about right now? Just had a brain
Yeah,
fart.
it's Mississippi State.
Mississippi State.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
that's my bad. I don't know why I said Coach Joe. Oh,
It's okay,
brain fart.
so you
But yeah,
because you
but
heard
still,
Miss. That's
yeah.
why. That's
But
why it's
yeah,
okay.
just seeing down in again in SEC world like
Yeah.
that's still the money is there in SEC as well. So for the
Yeah.
players to leave certain programs where they still shine, to
Yeah.
know
Right.
that you might not necessarily get that, like you coming to be a part of the Dawn Staley program over here.
Right.
Baby,
You
Mhm.
understand what I'm saying?
program.
Like it's a
Keyword.
program.
Right. But and
It's how we do business over here.
But I think
Yeah.
that that also goes to show that sometimes this could be a benefit of the transfer portal because
Hmm.
maybe Medina wouldn't have been looked at by Dawn in that, first round of like when she was in her graduating class.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But because of the work she did at Ole Miss, I mean,
Hmm.
Ole Miss at
I know.
Mississippi
See, we
State,
both
Mississippi
Mississippi
State,
Mississippi
right?
State.
State, Ole Miss.
but the work that she did there gave
Mhm.
her, pointers that she could give to Dawn as like, hey, this is how you could use
Yeah.
me.
Mhm.
And the University of South Carolina could also be called Big University
Mhm.
because we have some great bigs that came out of
Yeah,
South
Mhm.
for
Carolina.
real.
We do.
Yeah.
The bigs get off. That's a
Mm-hmm.
true statement,
Right.
right?
And that's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be a
And
sign right there.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's it right there. Like you see it, like most, if not all, most of her bigs where they at
In the
Mm-hmm.
Doing well.
In
in
the
the W
W.
doing
and
their biggest one.
Mhm.
and
But
Playing against each other.
Right.
it just
in the
With rings.
semifinals.
and the fact of
With
the matter
rings.
is this happened to just happen at the right time too, which is
Mhm.
like defined. You know what I'm saying? The fact
Uh-huh.
that no
Mm-hmm.
one saw this coming for Chloe Kitts. We love Chloe.
Yes,
So
love
Mhm.
sad that
Chloe.
she got injured,
yes,
but
and
at the not
Ashley.
even
And
saying the
Ashley.
but at the same time, grateful
Mhm.
that we have someone who could step into that role, who we
Right,
already have been able to see what they brought last season.
Right.
exactly.
Only imagine now that she's been working with Don and working with South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure
Mhm.
she gonna come. She's gonna. I ain't even pretty sure she's gonna be better. She is
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
better.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
for her to possibly be in the starting lineup, I mean, I am just ecstatically
Ecstatic.
excited
Yeah.
about
Mhm.
what this is about to look like this
They
season.
have her projected maybe, is it like 10 or 12 or something in the mock draft for the WNBA
Okay.
next year. But what
It'll
I
go up.
also really, it will go up. What
It'll
I
go
I was
up.
really
about to say
love
this season, I'm
Yeah, I think
sure
it's
it will.
12. Yeah, I think it's 12,
when you
Mm.
think
I'm sure
about
it'll go up.
which is crazy,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Right.
But when you think about like what the Aces did going to get Jewel Lloyd or going to get Dana Evans, you
Right.
think about what they talked about in their pressers and things about I knew I was coming to a winning franchise.
Yes.
I
Mhm.
knew that I needed to up my game. I needed to bring an A game to be able to play with the caliber
Mhm.
players that I'm now on the same team with.
Right.
Mhm.
So I think Tanaya Latson has that kind of hunger about her because of transferring and being able to play with her girl Raven. And also I think Medina has that same thing. She knows now that the floor is a little bit bigger. I know
Bigger.
Yeah.
she'll share the paint with Joyce, but
Yeah.
she will also get to be able to make a name for herself. And I'm so excited. So excited. So let's talk about the top 10. Since we're talking about the players, let's just talk about the top 10 um, college women basketball players that they put out really quickly. But we have Tanaya at 10, Tanaya Latson. We have Reagan Beers at 9. We have Rory Harmon at 8, Olivia Miles at 7. We have Madison Booker at 6. We have Flage at 5. AZ at 4, Hannah at 3, Lauren Betts at 2, and Sarah Strong at 1. So, how are we feeling about this list? Could we move some people? Is it
For
a
sure.
What
For
do you
Jamelia?
think,
sure.
No.
Jamelia?
Come on, Jamelia, what you got? Talk about it.
Um, hot take. I feel like we could switch Flage with Olivia, but we could also move Hannah down on the list too.
Mm.
I
Like I
agree.
this whole list just needs to be flipped and reversed
Yeah,
like Missy. Like
Yeah, they reversed it.
I agree.
Yeah.
mm-mm.
Okay. So we keep we let's do the ones we keep. We're
Mm-hmm.
keeping Sarah at 1
Oh,
Definitely.
absolutely. Yeah.
because she is a strong baby.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna. Are we keeping Lauren at 2?
No, you already know
Ooh.
my answer.
Yeah,
No.
Lauren has to come down. She has to prove herself. I mean, I
Baby,
don't
I
know.
ain't even got Lauren on the. I ain't even got her on
I
the
know
list. I'm
she's
gonna be honest.
tall, but
She not on the list for me. We discussed this. No.
You
Really?
have her
Okay.
completely off the list?
I would put her at
She. What
5.
has she done?
She
Tell
I
me.
mean, this one
She tall. She
I mean,
tall.
but that's
She tall.
you're
You
right.
know what?
Come
I
on, Lo.
I got a conspiracy about why people might have her so high.
Tell me.
okay.
And I feel like it's because people feel like she's like the last of a dying big, if that makes
Okay.
sense.
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Like, don't do that, Perk. Because we know now the bigs in women's basketball, they're shooting from everywhere. They're not just, cleaning up the paint.
Yeah.
And that's what Lauren does. So I think people are more so like, okay, let me see what you do besides cleaning up the paint this season.
Right.
So that's what we're
Mhm.
looking out for. But I feel like she might be the last of that traditional big that's
Mhm.
left.
Mm.
Well,
I can
we
see
got a
that.
couple more that's coming, couple more that's in that, but I think she's starting the trail. Yes, I would agree. I would agree with that.
So because the WNBA has, or at least ESPN has Lauren Betts on their mock draft as number 1.
As number one, which is
What does
diabolical to be.
But we
I'm
know
sorry.
That's
ESPN's
crazy.
lists don't be accurate and they just be
Just
across the
Like
writing
bridge.
stuff.
Like,
diabolical. One
Just
yes.
though.
writing stuff.
so
If
Yeah.
you want to put on a list, put on a list. But one,
okay? We'll do two. There's two things.
Mm-mm.
Lauren, what does Lauren need to do in order to gain some faith from the ladies of the sixth man?
I would like to say one thing. I want
Let's
to
go.
say one. Okay, she does have her height. We know that. But when I watched her play, she seems pretty
Oh no.
she seems pretty what?
No, ma'am.
She a
Internet.
little stuck. I think that was a sign.
That was that's Lauren exactly right there.
No,
Stuck
Trying
in
to try
one
to
no.
make us
place.
hear her out, child. I don't know if I can
She
do it
stuck in
yet.
one place.
Yeah, it
No.
dropped her. I think.
It did.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
okay.
so we're
Go
gonna
ahead.
get
You can just read the
yes.
questions
Well,
while we continue to talk.
I can tell you what she need to improve in. She clumsy. Let's start there. The
She
Speak
doesn't.
about it.
coordination. We need to work on the hand and eye coordination because she gives up a lot of turnovers in the
The
paint, right?
paint. Yeah.
Where she
Yeah.
works out of, right?
Right.
So and I feel like it's because she's so used to that. She's not used to a bigger bodies or the doubles that come to her in the paint that way. So
Yeah.
teams who will operate faster
Hmm.
and prepare those traps and stuff on her there, she gets discombobulated. So I feel like her hand and eye coordination has to work with her being able to receive the ball high, not with these low passes or even that additional drop step or that additional bounce that she may need to get
Right.
up there. You are 6'7". 6'7".
six
Okay, like
But you
seven.
know,
six
but you know,
seven.
you so Mo, you know what that's reminiscent of for me? That's
Mhm.
reminiscent of oh, she's not still. That's reminiscent of a lot of the requests that we had for Camilla when Camilla was in
Mm,
her the third season. We were kind of like, okay, well, you had Aaliyah Boston to back you up.
Hmm.
You had like you were kind of behind her. So
I
now
would agree.
that she's gone, we need to see what you're going to do.
Yep.
And Camilla, it took. I remember being in the stands, being like, Camilla, what are you
But
doing?
I
Shoot
think
the
it
ball, jump.
but with Camilla, it's not that she didn't have the skill set.
No, of course
It
not.
was the confidence for me with Camilla.
Exactly.
It was her now understanding
Exactly.
the role and the position that she's in, following behind names like Asia Wilson and Aaliyah
Right.
Boston. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not that she didn't have it because
Right.
she came in into the
Ready.
W whatever
Yeah.
ready, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
She but it was a I don't think Lauren has the skill set. She's not used and she's not comfortable getting that body on
And
body
yeah, as I was
I'll
saying,
see
contact.
it.
it's kind
I'll
of
see.
crazy that I feel like like you said, she's not aggressive to me. Like she
No.
don't like
She's
the
not.
pressure. She don't like the
Right.
bumping and the grinding
Hmm.
that you
No.
should want when you're a big body. You know
Right.
what I
Hmm.
mean? And she ain't got no post move. She
I
don't
they
do it
gonna
for
play in
me.
her face when
And
she
I
gets to
have
the
to be
league,
like this
and they
because
body her.
I'm a big. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So as a big, when we look at bigs, we have expectations, right?
we
And
do.
I'm talking about I'm just talking about the basics. I'm not even taking you up to the level of, Asia Wilson and
Hmm.
like that. I'm just talking about the basics. You ain't even doing the basics, my girl.
Mm-mm. I don't
Well,
get that.
and so Jamila made a good point about when she gets to the W, they're going to expose her even further.
Hmm.
And you think about it, Lauren is a 5. So when she gets to the
Yeah.
W, who is she going to be guarding besides Asia Wilson, Nafisa Collier,
Aaliyah
Aaliyah
Boston,
Boston, right?
and you know
Cynthia
Emma
she good
Camilla
for a
Houston,
Carter.
Parker.
she good for a look.
JJ,
Yeah. Mhm.
Yep, you're
Ooh,
gonna have
JJ.
you're gonna
Jump
have to
Malonga.
Rihanna Jones. Like
Ooh.
exactly.
she got some bodies on her. You know what I'm
But
saying?
what you were saying, Mo, is back to the importance of fundamentals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying with the footwork and with
Mm-hmm.
the being able to like hold your ground when you're in the paint. Like maybe Corey Close didn't teach her some of those like
Mm-hmm.
important but it also makes me think about why it's so important to have coaches that have experienced playing in the W or experienced coaching in the W or something
Mm-hmm.
around that top tier basketball so they can tell you what you're going to need to be
Right.
good at the next level.
Right. Yeah.
This is true. So this again further makes me question their pick on the potential and where they have her slotted right now to the possibility of her going to Dallas and then who they picked up as a coach. But
You
So
know the
who
media is good for giving people things too early and putting things out there too early, and then when things go
yeah,
left, everybody's in shambles.
they're in
all they
shambles.
If
do.
you know, you know.
We know.
You ain't lying.
We know.
Look, you ain't
You're
lying.
not lying. But so when we go back to this, college list of top 10 players, and you also look at the teams, you have UConn, UCLA, Notre Dame, LSU, Texas, TCU, South Carolina, Oklahoma.
It
Um,
sounds like a lot of SEC teams, though.
doesn't it sound like a lot of
It is.
SEC
It's a
I
lot
think
of
teams?
you're
question
right.
marks though. Like I have a lot
A
It,
of
lot of.
questions for
so tell me,
everybody.
Jamila, give me some of your question marks.
So, I gotta start with, the reigning defending champs,
Uh,
UConn. So
we know
for
she.
my
No way she has to start there.
of course I have to start there because for me, my biggest thing is like you're playing without rookie of the year, Paige Weckers, right?
Right.
Period.
How does this team look, right?
Yeah.
Who is going to step up and be that guard? And people are, doing the chitter chatter about AZ playing point guard, her being shooting guard, whatever. But KK, I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Slade, I'm looking at you. Sarah, I'm looking at you.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got a lot to hold up on y'all shoulders
Yeah.
now. Heavy is
Yeah.
the head, so let's
Oh
see what you
yeah.
got.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
that's what I'm
tell
looking at for them.
So tell me what you think Sarah needs to improve on. I know that what AZ kind of needs to do, but what does Sarah, especially like being a sophomore? She's a sophomore,
And
so
it's crazy because her her skill set as a sophomore is crazy, right?
right.
So
The most pro ready college player in my opinion.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So for me it would be two things. I think I want to see her work on her left hand some more.
Mm,
And then I also want to see her do more plays like back to basket, if that
mm,
makes sense.
yeah.
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 Once I see what's going on with that, once the games really start,
Mm-hmm.
and then when we play, the heavy teams like the South Carolinas, then we'll see what's happening. But
Right.
FSU, Iowa, like I can't tell
Right.
anything right now.
Yeah.
I really think because Sarah was one, Joyce was two, so of
Mm-hmm.
course the same way we kind of measure up people in other classes that are close in the rankings, I do measure Sarah and Joyce, um, their years, and I feel like, I mean, Joyce got to the national championship too. She just happened to not win, you
Yeah.
know. So
Joyce is
I
a
think,
problem, I have to say.
please
that
tell me
girl,
more.
that girl. No, mm-mm.
Joyce
I'm
is a
saving it
problem.
for April. Nah, I'm not giving y'all that
No, no,
right
no,
now.
sis.
Yo,
Come
No, no,
on, sis.
I ain't giving y'all
We
that.
want to hear what you. We want to hear your thoughts.
We do.
The Huskies is my team, and I'm
No,
sticking beside them. I'm outnumbered. I gotta stand
but
strong. I
I
can't
do want
fold.
to, but I do like, and I don't want you to fold, but what I do want to hear from being from a South Carolina perspective, I want to see what you think from the inside, from the outside looking in on South Carolina, on Joyce particularly, because she and
Damn.
Sarah are,
you
very
It's
close
okay.
now.
It's okay, boo.
can tell us.
Look, the Huskies are not gonna disown you,
You
sis.
know
It's
No,
what?
it's
okay.
And for me, it's not only just Joyce. I give the whole program credit. Like I
Yeah.
really do.
yeah,
I do. Cause they got so much to say about y'all, but it's like a Cinderella story. Like I say with Asia, it's the same thing. Like it's like you could take a product and you just build it into this beautiful thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. I'm excited to just watch her, Tanaya, Ray. I'm excited. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Isn't and that is why I appreciate you, Jamila, as a sports fan, because it is kind of hard. It's like it's painstakingly evident for people to struggle to give South Carolina the credit that they deserve. But one of the things that I'm going to sit here and give Dawn Michelle Staley the credit for is having the least turnover rate of all programs.
Mm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And since transfer portal started, Dawn has maybe lost 3 players, 4, just a handful. That's
Let's
it.
look it up. Go ahead. Keep talking.
Yes, and but you think about the schools and I think that has to do with a lot of times you hear players from South Carolina say, "I trust Dawn Staley because she never
Mhm.
lied to me. She told me what it was going to be before I got here, and that is what it has been."
Yeah.
So I think that's just so respectful in this transfer portal era, because it's either go with the money, or you're, you know, like
And you
doing,
know, look, I'm with it. Hey, I'm with it. These
yeah,
universities and these schools get their money. Listen,
right,
do what's best for you and your family. I am there.
agreed,
But I do again as a player too. I'm one for understanding that it is a process. You have to
right,
trust the process, and
right,
especially when you have the type of coach who has the background like Don, like Coach Joe, like Gino. You
right.
know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Like
Like they
Kim,
like him.
yeah, I
I
know
don't know.
it hurt,
Ooh,
I'm
that hot
sorry.
that
it
that's a
hurt a
hot
No,
little,
ma'am.
topic. That's a hot
it
topic.
it kind of hurt a little bit at
No,
first, I'm not
ma'am.
gonna
I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do that.
Yo,
We
it
not doing
doesn't
that.
hurt me, y'all. Why?
We not
No, it's
doing
not
that.
even
But
to hurt people,
you
but
know why?
it's
Because
a
I'm
lot going on
separating.
around Kim and
Yes,
her.
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
I
I
mean
and
the
you it's
record of
yes,
the players that actually come back and talk the positive things, but just
Yeah.
from
right,
what we've seen from them
right,
repeatedly, you know what I'm saying?
right,
The type of caliber of players that they produce, what they've won,
yeah,
um, the longevity in it. And
mm-hmm.
then, even them as, well, more specifically, Dawn as a player. I'm not going to negate Kim as a player.
Right, right,
She was a good little point guard in her
right,
era. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
right,
Um, so, but when you're able to trust the process, and especially with women's basketball, the goal there is to play at least the 4 or 5 years.
right,
You're
Yeah.
gonna get your degree and then go to the
right,
W. So it's about trusting the process. But in today's age where you have the portal, I do feel like, and you gotta do what's best for you in that situation as
mm-hmm.
well. Because look, teams and schools, well, not so much the schools, but definitely when you move on to the next level, that they're looking at what's best for them. So
and
you
Yeah.
do have to do what's best with them,
and that
especially if the longevity is to play in the W.
Yeah.
And that is
Hmm.
why you see teams like, and I bring it back because these are great examples, but you see teams like the Aces who have their core has stayed together at least 4 years. And you see the benefit of what that does for the
Hmm.
chemistry on and on the off the court.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So that is the same thing that I see when you see programs like South Carolina who kind of keep the same players and are able to continue to win, because they have that connection and that
Hmm.
like trust the process type mindset.
Hmm.
Mhm.
It really
Yeah.
Absolutely.
does. Mm-hmm.
Because it's one thing, like people complain about South Carolina and UConn and Vegas all the time. They're always winning, blah, blah, blah. But it's one thing for your players to buy into you as a coach. But when you buy back into your players,
Hmm.
the way the Aces
Yeah.
turned it around, it was a Cinderella story. Like
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
they went
Mm-hmm.
from not even being in
In the
playoff contention,
conversation.
It was number
right?
9. Number 9.
Right. They were at 500.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they had to literally buy into each other and reassure each other and pour that
Mm-hmm.
into each other. Like, you are still that girl. You can
Hmm.
still do
Right.
this. And look
Right.
what
Yeah.
happened.
I'll say this, because I have matured in basketball, right? As a
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
fan, I'm saying as a fan, I was one of those who back in the day, I got tired, sick and tired of seeing UConn win. I'm not even gonna hold you. I was tired. I literally was like, man, nobody want to watch this again. UConn gonna win. Like I was one of these. Like
Yes.
no lie, it was
Mm-hmm.
an era of I got tired of. I ain't had no beef with Gino. It's just it was just that thing of I want to see someone
Something
else,
new.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But now maturity has, in loving the game for what it really is.
Right.
It's just like no, like if y'all the dogs, y'all need to get some players that's go challenge. Let's
Hmm.
go
Right.
break this thing up. You know what I'm saying? I was so used to hearing my sister's a Tennessee fan. She's always been. She was a Pat Summit fanatic. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it was like that area where it was always Tennessee playing, always Tennessee, Tennessee, Tennessee. It's like, ah, no, because somebody else come in here. But
Hmm.
now I'm just like, just let South Carolina just
The
keep.
same.
Yeah,
As yeah, that's exactly how. But
Same.
I was being from New York. Like UConn was like our by
Yeah.
proxy team, you know what I'm saying, for
Yeah.
college and stuff like that. So I loved it. And then again, with Maya Moore being my goat, not the, but she's my goat.
Yeah.
And that's who I saw myself. That's who I saw myself with, that type of game, that type of style, how I played and stuff like that. But yeah, you have to, in order to be me, you have to beat me. You know what
Mhm.
I'm
Yes.
saying? That's the
Yes.
mentality.
Yeah.
Like, and it doesn't matter. Like, that means you have, if you say I got all these McDonald All Americans and this, that, and the third, hey, guess what? You need to up your game. You bet,
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
you love
We
it.
loving it.
Love
But you
it.
can
You know what I'm
have
saying?
and you can have all these McDonald's All Americans, but not know what to do with
To
them.
do with them.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I think that there's still where the credit should be put to the test as well.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what has she done with all of that talent? And if you're not willing to sit on the bench for a little bit, guess what?
Yes.
It's gonna be real hard for you when you get to the W
And that's part of being
because
coachable.
Hmm.
right,
That's part of being coachable.
right,
Yeah. And trusting them again, like you said, trusting the process, being coachable. It ain't gonna all come to you, but it went. And matter of fact, while you're there, when your number is called,
Be
hmm,
ready.
how are you gonna be
show
ready?
up, show
Come
up.
You got
on.
to stay be ready, so you ain't got to get ready. You
Come
And,
on
Exactly.
and you
now.
know who I'm
understand
gonna throw in there? I'm gonna throw in somebody who did that. Who I was like, girl, go sit down. Kia Stokes. Kia Stokes
Look.
for the
what?
Las Vegas Aces went from being a starter, right, to her starting position being taken, right? And then we
Mhm.
get in the finals, and it was times that she got in with 20 seconds left, but
Yeah.
she got
Hmm.
in ready. Period. She wasn't mad. She didn't have an attitude. None of the things. She
Yeah.
knew
Exactly.
what her job was. I'm gonna do
Mhm.
my job. If it's only for 15 seconds, I'm gonna do what I want to do. And in them 15 seconds, my
It
girl
mattered.
was a defender. She defended 5 players.
She
So when
Hmm.
we get to
did.
there,
She
said
literally
that.
she
Hand, hand,
literally
hand,
did.
feet, feet, feet.
She
Baby, and now she
literally
got a
did.
what? She got another ring. That's all I'm
Yeah.
Right.
saying.
Right. Right.
So
And so welcome back.
Hi, you guys. I
Give us a hot
apologize.
take, sister, since you coming back.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know what we're talking about. I heard Kia Stokes. That's Perk's favorite.
Mhm.
Uh,
the lies you tell.
okay.
It's
Well,
we
okay,
were
what were
just
we
Leah.
talking
You did
about?
what you're supposed to do, though. You did what you're
we
supposed to
were
do.
talking about the transfer portal and just
Oh, okay.
kind of like trusting the process and
Well, I did hear the part about being coachable. Can you guys hear me
Mhm.
okay?
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. About being coachable. Now that is what, of course, me and friend, you've had this conversation with me before that,
Hmm.
back in the days, you used to have to transfer, you had to be a red shirt for a year. So you couldn't just go in and have immediate process, immediate
Right.
satisfaction. You had to
Mhm.
go and really acclimate to the new team. You had to prove yourself, all the
Right.
things. Um, and now it's so instant
Instant
that a lot of
gratification.
Yeah.
people, I don't believe that they're willing to put in the work. So
Agreed.
But
that's just
you
how
know
I
what?
feel.
You got to think about it too. Also, some of these teams, when you think about it, like that time and waiting and to
One second,
cook
guys.
that they have, that they don't necessarily have that because they don't got them all Americans.
Yeah.
They don't got the big names and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So where they would normally have that time to and that's what I'm saying. It's a plus and it depends on the player, it depends on the team and what it is that you're actually there for.
Yeah.
Because everybody is not going to have that time to sit down, learn from the best. Oh, you're next up, but right
Right.
now you're learning. No, some people are thrown in the fire
That's very true.
based on
Right.
whatever you showed us that made me offer you this scholarship. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
Yeah.
So in that now you have to be coachable. Hey, what you were doing in high school got you here, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to keep you there.
Right.
You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So yes, be coach, understanding that you have to be coachable, and then being able to me as a player, I have to recognize and understand. Hey, this team ain't UConn or South Carolina. Like I
Mm-hmm.
don't have an AV Fudd. I don't have
Right.
Raven
Yeah.
Johnson here, or
Yeah.
if I'm in that position as the guard, oh, I'm not
Exactly.
that person. But what am I willing to do to get me to that level? What am I
Yeah.
willing to make the team better?
Exactly. So we are going to be talking about a lot of the games that are happening this season, but really quickly, who do you guys what are some games you're looking forward to? What is a matchup that you're really really excited about? And
Ole
Well, we
Miss and
know
South
off the cuff.
Carolina.
South Carolina, UConn rematch. Duh.
true.
Eh,
I mean,
Hello.
UConn gonna win that. I ain't
but Perk, we're
worried.
not talking about the national championship where South Carolina will win in
Oh
26.
yeah, we're
But
not waiting to the
we're
end.
talking.
Or and of course
Back
we're
to
looking
back,
forward
like
to the
Drake said.
LSU South
What?
Carolina game. LSU South Carolina, we know that's gonna be the game
Yeah,
that
that's gonna be
everybody's gonna
huge.
be ready to see how
Yes.
that matchup is gonna go. So that's
Yeah.
that's on my top list.
Mm-hmm.
Valentine's Day. Somebody's gonna go home heartbroken and somebody's gonna go home
They
in love.
sure is.
Well, it ain't gonna be South Carolina though. It
Show
ain't
like
Sure
gonna-
ain't.
I mean, and haven't they
Sure
won the
ain't.
It
last
ain't.
like
bouquet
15?
of
You know,
roses ready.
Mm.
Hmm.
Okay.
I'm ready for, again. We talked about SEC being the juggernaut. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
So all of the SEC matchups to me, they really matter. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
this
yes,
gets
they
down to
do.
the crux of it. You know where
Right.
folks are potentially gonna be,
In the tournament.
in the tournament and stuff
Right.
like that. So I know all of those games. I'm gonna be definitely excited to
Yeah.
see. But I'm
Yeah.
also excited to see the couple of games that the NCAA is trying something new. They having some of these overseas
Tournament.
games like the NBA and the NFL.
hmm
Yeah.
So UConn, and if I'm not mistaken,
Let me see.
Louisville
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
is supposed to have a game in Germany. And y'all know
Wow.
the one, and then them Europeans, they love their women's
They
sports.
do. They love
They
it.
come
They
out in
do.
droves and support. So I'm actually excited to see that game.
I hope it
hmm
does happen in Germany though.
Yeah,
I
because I
forgot
think it's
what they
supposed to
said was
be
happening.
like early November. It's supposed to be that game in Germany, if I'm not
mm
mistaken. So yeah, I don't know if who I didn't pay attention to or grasp any of the other overseas matchups if
Yeah.
anybody's going to be someplace else, but
Hmm.
I know
Mhm.
that one stuck out to me for sure.
Okay, because I know that
I
that
just know any matchup in the SEC is going to be crazy. All
agreed.
Yeah,
of
it
them.
says Paris. Paris
Okay.
and Paris is in there. Oh wait, is
So
it?
who's playing in Paris? Because I know this is the
Pause. That's
third
not right.
year.
Keep talking.
This is the third year they're doing Paris,
Uh-huh.
and USC was the first, and then well, USC Notre Dame, and then
Hmm.
I can't remember who. I think it was USC
Mm-hmm.
versus someone the second year in Paris. I'm not sure who's doing it
Okay.
this
So
year.
yeah, so they're branching out to different locations in Europe and stuff. So yeah, they're doing
Yeah, I
Germany.
think that's
So
cool. I think that's so cool because
mhm.
um, that's also where those Euro leagues are, and they probably have their little eyes on some of the players already. So
Okay.
that's really exciting to see. So
Potential.
I'm really excited about Duke this year. Like I want to see
Hmm.
what they are going to do. I really like Ashlon. I think that's her name,
Mm-hmm.
Ashlon
Mhm.
Johnson or something. Um, and then there are a few other people on Duke's team that I like, but I'm always curious what Kara's gonna have up her sleeve because she always has something up her sleeve, and I also want to see how she's gonna kind of juggle USA basketball versus having to also do
Coaching.
the coaching for Duke. I mean,
Yeah.
Dawn did it, and guess what? The same year that Dawn did it,
What
Dawn
happened?
also
What happened?
Dawn coached the Olympics in Tokyo. Then she came
Mm.
home to a nice fat contract, and
Mhm.
Mm.
then she won the Natty.
Mm.
Just
All in
Mic
one
drop.
year.
it's like when it rains, it
Well, we
pours
don't.
for the Gamecocks.
If you say it like that, I don't care about Key over there. I don't want to win on that. I don't want to with that
Okay.
daddy. Nah, but no,
That
I
was
think
funny.
Duke is definitely the defense that she played with in
Yeah.
college and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I think that's gonna permeate through her team, and that's where they're gonna make their money for
Yeah.
sure is on their defense.
Hmm.
I think they're one of the top teams who actually generates their offense from their defense.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And she had
Mm.
Coach Ivy's number, baby.
Mm.
Oh, clock
Hmm.
it.
No, she did. She
She
really did.
did. I'm actually really curious to see what Coach Ivy's going to do too, because to be honest, like I'm a little nervous. I'm nervous because they don't want her to fumble Hannah, but where's her job going to be if she does
If
if
she
she does
does.
fumble at the end of the season? Because it's like they have a really strong start and then they fizzle.
Yeah.
Mm.
So how can they continue to spark throughout? But I don't know.
Well, we're
Their
gonna see
season
how
was
see how
crazy.
Ayana Moore impacts Notre Dame this year too.
Hmm.
Because
Yeah,
she
Yeah,
transferred
that's
from
true.
Vanderbilt. That's
Yeah.
another name that I didn't call out. So
Hmm.
I
that's gonna
like
be
her.
interesting.
I like
But
her.
is
Yeah.
You know,
is it is it is that a good balance between
We gonna see
with
because
them
she should
give
have
well yeah
immediate
with them having given up?
impact, but we gonna
Hmm.
see,
Okay.
right?
Hmm.
We don't know
Yeah,
how to go
that's
next.
true.
and that has to do with something with Hannah too, because
So yeah, that's the biggest question
Yeah.
are
mark.
are you
Yeah.
coachable? Are you a good
Hello.
teammate? Are
Hello.
you
We'll
somebody who
we'll see.
right?
Vintage.
Hello.
And it's crazy, especially
That's
because
what
you
I
are the
don't.
general.
She's not my favorite. I already told y'all
We
that.
know.
Like, no, for
We'll
real,
see
she's a
how
big
she do.
question mark. Like,
Hmm.
number 3 is insane. Like, I'm still stuck on that.
Number
Yeah, she's
three
number.
is very insane to me because if I'm looking at this list, I'm putting Olivia Miles. I could put her at
before
number
before
three.
her.
Right.
I
Higher.
think they should share a spot until we see what they do separately.
Ooh,
Look
I
at
know they
you.
wouldn't like to
Look
hear
at you
that.
Because
Let
bringing
me
I
hear you
look
say
mean,
at you
that.
bringing solutions. Oh, the
because
Okay,
WNBA
so
like
commissioner.
when
we
we
doing cold
You
now?
sharing spots
We
There
like
might be a
Kathy.
job open
co
soon.
number 3 or
Code
co
number
number
threes
7,
like Kathy.
You're so
because
silly.
we don't
we
like
saw
the
them
codes
be
over here.
great
Okay.
together, right? And we
Mm.
saw how that declined. Like, that was supposed to be their year
It.
to win,
Mm.
and it just
Yeah.
Like
fell.
what
So
did
it's
was the
like,
moment too big? You think the
right.
moment was too big?
That's what
And
I'm
obviously
thinking.
something happened between them two, because based on the interviews, they
It
being a
did.
little shady. So
No,
let's
Yeah.
Mm.
see what happens
based
when
on
y'all
that
are
little
separated. Let's see who the problem really is.
based on
Mm.
that little
Who we think the
matchup,
problem was?
Hannah.
right?
Yes,
Because the way that
for
I saw
sure.
them talking in that little tunnel,
Okay.
It was. It's an issue.
it
It was
looked
some
Yeah.
like.
straightening going on.
So does Notre Dame play
I was
TCU?
about to say that. I swear
I
it was.
think
I
because
they
don't think
do.
they do, because I
I
was
thought they
looking that
What?
up.
do. I thought they
because
do.
because Janiah Barker in Tennessee play UCLA, and that's going to be interesting too. There are a lot of little like that's what makes the transfer portal kind of fun because then you have these little rivalries within rivalries, which is really exciting to see.
They don't
Now
play
y'all got
this.
me
They don't play
looking.
each other this year,
I'm looking
y'all.
too, girl. I'm
I
They
trying to.
don't.
know, I
I didn't
know.
see it.
Well, maybe that's
Nah,
going to be our
Dang.
homework for next time
and
is to
that's crazy
see.
because they should have booked that in
They
Yeah,
advance.
they
should
missed
have.
out.
Man.
They
They
should
definitely missed
have.
that
They
one.
need to get me up in there now.
They need
Okay,
to get
girl, we all need to
we
get them
all need a
points.
job somewhere up
We
there
all
because
need a
y'all
job.
We
they
all will have
missing
a
it.
job somewhere. We are manifesting it. We will have a job
That's
somewhere.
right. We need somebody in these
Hey,
orders.
that would have been a that would
Tanner,
have been
Hear
a dope.
us.
Put this little degree to use. Shoot.
Hello.
pair
Okay.
That
pair
would
it
have been
up.
So
dope.
Pair it up.
okay, so ladies. Now
Hmm.
Jamila wants to go on some co-defensive player of the year type stuff
Right.
She said
with
But
Olivia
see,
and
they deserve
code
the
three.
co. The co we saw in the W was not deserved.
it was
Yeah,
not
yeah. Because it,
deserved.
it really wasn't. It was
Facts.
when you
Facts on
see Hannah,
facts.
you see Olivia. When you see Olivia, you
Yeah.
see Hannah.
And when
I
I see
didn't
Angel, I
Hmm.
don't
see
see Atlanta.
at all.
At
Mm-mm.
all. At all.
Look, where
Yeah, that
they
was
at though?
awful.
Where
Where?
they at though?
Where
No.
sway? Where sway? So AZ, do we move her since they're co's of Olivia and Hannah? Can we move AZ above them?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay,
You
so
know
we have
what?
Sarah,
We
Lauren,
ain't
and
see
Azy.
AZ without Paige either.
We did, but I wasn't that big of a fan of it. But all it did was just show the AZ we already knew that was there.
okay, okay,
AZ, I'm
okay,
not gonna
okay.
get hot till a certain point in the game, Fud. No offense, love my husky, but you
So she
gotta come
takes
in
a while
hot.
to warm up.
Yeah, her defense, she's
Okay.
a player where her defense generates her offense.
Hmm.
Yes, it does. It
She
does.
she's a prime example of that, in my opinion.
Hmm.
She
Hmm.
plays great defense, but it generates her offense.
Yeah,
It helps settle her down, get
because
her
you
some
saw what
fast
happened.
buckets and stuff.
You saw what happened in the national championship when
Did I? Don't remind me.
she put that.
Remind us,
I'm
please.
just gonna remind them real quick because we
What
like
you
to give
doing? Trying to
everybody
remind me
life.
of that?
I mean, I well actually, if you give me 2 seconds, you'll see where the little pun comes in. But you saw
What you?
AZ's defense on a certain lay with the butter, and then
Oh.
you saw lay with the
Oh.
butter go blow defenses on the other end, and AZ Fudd who went
Mm,
in
Yeah.
and triple dippled them. Okay,
mm, yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
so
No, yeah, that's what.
that's
Yeah,
one of
you
the
saw
ways.
them. Trust me, I saw too many of them steals that led to 6 point threes. Oh Lord, please don't remind me. But no,
So
you're
good.
absolutely right. But her, yeah, she's a prime example of that.
So good luck to LSU on teaching Malaysia defense.
Mm.
Man, LSU got a lot to address they damn selves.
LSU does, and tonight they are probably doing that because they have a little scrimmage
With the
tonight.
YMCA.
I mean, that's where they
Listen, we
love to
all playing
start.
YMCA until March, so you know what?
Well, well.
But see, the thing
No,
is
not all of us.
with South Carolina's YMCA. First of all,
Okay.
South Carolina only has three little YMCA's
Mm,
before they get to USC versus USC. But the two first games are like loyal games because it's Grand Canyon and another
Hmm.
team, which were the assistant coaches for Don Staley. So why not give back, reach back, like Don
mm,
likes to do, and put her old assistant coaches that won chips with her on the map with their new teams. Like
mm.
that's how you reach back, guys. That's really how you reach back. Like stop being a freaking hater, Candace.
Yeah.
Oh,
But anyway,
ooh,
back to this
what?
list, and then because we're ending at 8:30 because
Yes, we
we're
have.
gonna be on
Yes.
time.
Yes.
But we have so now we're just rearranging the list for the first episode. We have Sarah, Lauren, Az. We got the Hannah and Olivia at 4. So can we put
Put the game clock at
Madison?
5, man.
Period. Let's
like,
put Tanaya at 5.
I just feel like
Wait, we bringing Sanaya down to 5?
Well, Tanaya was at 10.
Yeah. Okay,
right.
that's what I'm saying. We bringing her down. So we bringing her
Yeah.
down to 5
And
Yeah.
we move Fly J down.
or
So
Yup.
up
we're
to
moving
5.
so we're moving Flage down the list, but I also think somebody that moves in front of Flage could be Madison Booker.
I'm not mad
Yeah.
at that either.
Uh,
You say you're not good with that?
I'm not mad at it.
Oh, you're not mad at it. Okay, good. Okay, cool.
Mm-mm.
Because I mean, I know that Madison for me still leaves a little bit to be desired
She
in
does.
her
yeah.
game, but
Hmm.
I think that she's shown me more than Flage has
Hmm.
because I just feel like Flage has not been what I don't th-
I
I need
I
to see,
100% agree.
but the same way y'all said or we talked about like seeing AZ without Paige, we need to see Flage now without Anissa and Angel.
Hmm.
But my thing is, but she technically still has people, and that's my thing. I
True.
want to see her by herself, and I feel like we won't get that until she's in the W. And still, then she's still gonna have somebody.
Yeah.
Like I want to see her take over a game and be that.
Me
Like I just
too.
do.
Me too. And keep
Well,
her
I don't
brother
think
in
she
the
can.
stands.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I feel the same way about Madison Booker. I think her and Fly J have folded in big moments.
Yeah.
Oh.
Has and
Mm.
Should we put
I'm a
them at
Madison
coach?
fan.
Yeah.
I'm a
Should we put
Madison
them
fan.
at
We can call them. You're
so
absolutely
they're
right.
coach as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Pull it up.
Oh,
Pull it up.
I don't know what y'all do with all these goddamn codes, yo.
now what
Hey, if
about
the
Reagan
W can
Beers?
do it, we
Right.
can
Reagan
do
Beers is
it.
a person we don't talk. We haven't
Huh?
been talking much about Reagan Beers.
Yes, we're moving her. So we're moving to her now. So
Hmm.
she and Rory are the last two
Hmm.
that we, and I think that's kind of a good place for both of them because I think that, in my opinion, Rory has worn out her welcome, but that's just my,
Hmm.
because I feel like she's reached her ceiling. Like, what else is she gonna do?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I feel she reaches and she's very injury prone. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? I
Unfortunately, yeah,
what they tell us all the time, the best ability is
is
availability.
availability. Yep.
And she has a lot of she's just inconsistent with that play because of that knee. I mean,
Yeah.
Do you all think she will make it? She will go drafted in the W and make it in the W or no?
I think she'll go
no.
drafted, but I
Like
don't
a
think
late
so.
second or like a pickup after.
Okay.
If Deja
Yeah.
Kelly didn't make it in the draft,
And
Mm.
she
Yeah.
got
in
both
the
knees.
W, and she got both knees,
Okay.
then I mean, what is
Not got
Rory?
both
Wait, so do we think
And look at
Rory
what
and
they
Deja would have
Taylor.
the same reason as to why they don't get drafted though? Like,
I have no idea why Deja wasn't. For
I
me,
don't
it would
either.
be because of how small Rory is,
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and then her injuries. I don't see. She doesn't give me Dawn Staley. She
Oh
don't have
no.
Dawn. Dawn Staley was a 5'7" wrecking ball,
Yeah.
and I'm pushing five
facts.
seven.
I
You know
think
what
yeah,
I'm
I was about
saying?
to say that's how
That's
they
five
try to
seven on
pass
a
it.
good day. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
On
But
on a stat sheet.
on a stat.
right,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's really
Yeah.
not a five
right,
Yeah,
seven.
but she
right,
don't get she so when I think of these small again, the game is changing. It's getting faster, it's getting bigger. The
right.
guard position there, you really she's very undersized. I don't see and I don't think she even has the quickness like a well, I
Chelsea
can't think of the
Mitchell.
girl
Olivia
name.
Miles. Oh,
Now uh, um Olivia Miles, I feel like she has a different dynamic to her game. She has speed and she has handle. You see
right,
what I'm saying?
right.
I don't got that from Rory or even with Georgia
Amor.
Amore.
Anymore.
Amore.
Mm-hmm.
Even
Mm,
with Georgia Amore, I think
yeah.
her basketball IQ
It's high.
um she because of her basketball IQ, I feel like the size doesn't matter with her
Right. She plays a
because
little
she
bigger.
finds in her angle, she knows where she can get to. She
Hmm.
Mm,
plays big, you know what I'm
Yeah.
yeah.
saying, as a smaller
But
guard.
she's going to be a question too next year, like of
Yeah.
what happened within that injury and how she healed and what she
Right.
can do within Washington's
Mhm.
young system. And if
But I could
they do,
trust
they
that
draft somebody else. Do they
they
draft
have to.
another
They
person in
have
that
to.
position? That yeah,
Th-
they do have
They
to.
have to. But I could
Yeah,
trust her that way because this isn't a repeat injury with her,
yeah,
unlike
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rory.
Yeah.
that's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's very
So
true.
yeah.
And so what about Reagan, guys? And then we can kind of wrap it up. But Reagan Beers. And by the way, Raven Johnson should go to the Aces.
Mhm.
Ah,
Listen, for those of y'all that watch this show, this podcast, this episode, the South Carolina to Aces pipeline on this show is about to be crazy. Because everybody that got a
Sorry,
degree
not
from
sorry.
South Carolina got to go to Vegas.
Sorry,
Period.
not
Gotta go
They
to
sorry.
still trying
Vegas
to
or
poach Camilla
Atlanta.
from
Camilla,
Chicago.
Camilla, they need you in Vegas, Milla.
Sorry, not sorry.
literally.
Hold on.
Oh, we can only
We can only
dream.
dream. No,
But
we can
wait,
only
what's gonna
dream.
happen, friend, if let's say Dawn decide to come to Philly in 2030? You gonna send everybody over there too? You gonna send Asia to Philly?
No.
She's not going to Philly in no WNBA
I
team.
just
Really
don't feel
not.
like first. I think that after South Carolina, Dawn is not taking head coaching positions anymore. I think she's taking front office positions because
Oh,
Yeah.
that's less work. And she's put in her time, energy, and effort and heart into this
Yeah.
game. And honestly, she don't owe us nothing more.
It's true.
but
So
do y'all really believe what she said that if the Knicks offer her the job, she would have took it?
Yes.
I feel like
It would have broke her heart, but she would have did it.
She would have gone.
I
She would
think
have
she
did
would
it.
have done it because Dawn knows what that would have meant for women's basketball, for women, and for the NBA. So I think that she would have done it for that
Mm,
reason.
yeah.
But I think, like you said, like it would have broken,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd
men's
have to be in
hearts,
my
Yeah.
clubs down there in South Carolina. I'm
and the
sorry.
money
If
would
a
have had to be
great
right.
NBA team get me, we gonna leave this open. I'm not leaving for nobody else but a great NBA
Right.
team.
Right,
Don't
because
Right.
that's like
I-
Jackie and leaving the Aces, but also Dawn's making 4 million a year right now, and that's just contractually, not
mm,
endorsements.
Everything else.
endorsements and
Yeah.
stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So why would you leave South? No,
Well, ladies, y'all gonna have to finish up without me.
no, we
She
can
got to
definitely.
Oh
go,
no,
honey.
we're
I
not.
do. It's
How
that
about
time.
we?
Look, time goes when you're talking basketball.
We
It
can,
does.
so why don't we just all end it here? Because I think this is a great stopping point. So we can just
Mhm.
do a little outro. But guys, thank you so much for joining us on our first ever six man podcast.
Woo
We're gonna
Sorry
be
for
woo.
all of my issues, you guys.
You're
Sorry.
just fine, but we are going to be doing this at least once a week. So please continue to tune in because
Mhm.
just as hot as the basketball college season is going to be, this podcast is going to be just as hot.
We warm
Awesome.
Yes.
right now. We keeping it cute.
We are keeping it cute.
It's the
Thank
first
you.
one.
Yes.
Second.
Thank you guys. See
Thank
you
Thank
next
you.
y'all.
Bye.
time.
Bye.
Deuces.